Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So a young prospect who's had the media's attention from a young age because of his dad and older brothers is finally coming into his best basketball playing self. His dad hyped up himself and his sons the whole way, so they definitely had a lot to live up to. Many thought LaMelo Ball wouldn't be much better than his older brother, Lonzo Ball, but he may just be proving everyone wrong. He's the youngest player to ever record a triple-double at 19 years old. He's tied the franchise's rookie three-pointer record, making 7 in one game, and he's finally worked his way up to starting for the Charlotte Hornets. Today's topic is NBA legends on how good LaMelo Ball is. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more.
Bridges have been turning basketball courts all over America into their personal and one mixtape tour, with Gordon Hayward also getting it.
So first, we'll take a look at Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman's opinion about LaMelo before the 2020 NBA draft. These were their thoughts on LaMelo coming into the draft, so let's see what they had to say.
I would say LaMelo Ball. LaMelo is the guy with the highest upside in the draft. So I guess, like, if you're going to draft in the top 3, don't just get a nice piece. If you're Mike Jordan, you need a franchise player. At least roll the dice on someone who might be a franchise player. And LaMelo fits that description in terms of his passing ability and playmaking ability and size at the position, and maybe potential eventually to play defense. We'll see. But as I said, it looks like a broken shot, and there are a lot of question marks for a top 3 pick, although I suppose there are a lot of question marks throughout the draft. I want to say this about LeVar Ball, Stephen A., because you brought him up. One thing you could say about LeVar Ball, like, what are the question marks about his kids? Their shot, right? Is their form is funky, and is it repeatable? And do they have to tear it down and build it back up? They're not A-plus athletes in terms of their explosiveness, like some other dudes. Like, we bring up De'Aaron Fox in that Lonzo draft, not just because he gave it to him in college, in the tournament, but because De'Aaron Fox was more explosive. So those are things that you could rightly criticize LeVar about. But what about playing the game the right way? Like, Lonzo Ball is one of those dudes who could not care less about his stats, who does what the team needs him to do. He might not have the ability to run faster than some of the other guys or to hit the shot, but he's looking to hook up his teammates and be part of a winning team. He has that mentality. And if you assume that LaMelo has the same mentality, that could be very good for a franchise, whether or not he ever becomes a superstar.
But Jay here on the segment with us, because I'm going to disagree. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying I don't have the same opinion that you have on this particular issue. I think in this day and age, please don't get me wrong, Jay, I'm not saying it's not important to play the right way. One of the people I love dearly is Larry Brown. I would never say something so sacrilegious. He'd have a heart attack if I said it wasn't important to play the right way. You know, that was his favorite sentence. But here's the deal. In today's day and age, particularly from the point guard spot, Max, I think it's important to care about your numbers. I think it's important to care about stats, because I think it lends itself towards you displaying a level of aggression that will make you formidable because of the way the game has changed. When you can lollygag the ball up the court, throw it inside to a big man, and let him do his thing, that's different. But because today's style of NBA play is so predicated on guard play, you've got to be aggressive to be effective. If you are not aggressive, then you're not a threat. And if you're not a threat, then you don't impact the game.
So obviously, Michael Jordan and other management in Charlotte took their chances and came up with a great pick in LaMelo. He could be the one to turn the Hornets franchise around for the better, and now that he's finally been let off the reins and starting, we can assume that the Hornets' record will improve with some time, of course. So let's take a look at some more legends on their opinion about LaMelo Ball as a rookie and his performances so far.
It's about time that the head coach gave him the keys to the car, because he's been ready for this moment. He is showtime. He possibly has the potential to be the face of the NBA in a couple of years. He is a baby Magic Johnson in the making. I cannot wait for fans to all the way be able to come back to arenas, because it is going to be sellout crowds down there in Charlotte, North Carolina. He's everything that I thought and more, and he is just flat out box office.
Yes, he is box office, and he is playing extremely well. If you think about, if he has to work as his brother has, who had to learn how to change his shot and come into this league and do some things different, he's going to be fantastic, because he reminds me of a Penny Hardaway type guy. tall guy, skinny, can do it all. And think what Penny Hardaway used to do with Shaq. And now he's doing this on the court, doing some fantastic, electrifying the crowd with his passes and be able to come and knock down threes. When he takes his shot with consistency like he does, because sometimes he has a tendency to change how he shoots, but when he shoots it like he did last night, he's going to be a fantastic player in this league for a long time because he has a huge IQ for the game.
I love that comp to Penny. And yeah, the fact that he's 6'6". And by the way, he might still be growing. This kid is only 19 years old. So he's got a guard's game, but he's 6'6", which really helps him get where he needs to be on the court. Very, very impressive. We've said on the jump all season, this is our League Pass team of the year because they're just so much fun to find on a night, even when they're not on national TV. And this kid is why I love seeing Sixers and the Kings. Tyrese Halliburton against the Celtics. Halliburton and Ball both named January's Rookie of the Month from their respective conferences, so could be a very competitive race for Rookie of the Year, guys. Richard, who do you think has the inside track right now?
I would say Ball. Ball has the track to me, in my opinion. I think Halliburton has been special. I was quite critical of the Sacramento squad early on, but he has been very, very impressive.
I don't like to agree with Richard, but I'm with you here. The LaMelo is the clear front runner here. He's now in the starting lineup for Charlotte, even though both teams are around 500. Rookie of the Year's never really been about team success. It's individual statistics. LaMelo already has an edge in that category. I think they're only going to grow.
And going to be great to see. I would love a competitive race here for sure. All right, guys, the Boston Celtics.
LaMelo Ball. Let's just celebrate LaMelo Ball. He's my favorite player in the NBA. I love passers. I love facilitators and playmakers, and he has proven in just 2 preseason games that he is that. There he is hitting a 3, and he's just great at moving the ball. Jalen, what do you think about LaMelo Ball so far?
So the player I'm going to compare him to, he has a different body type, and Jason Kidd was a lockdown defender. But what you're seeing from Melo is a lot of that passing guys open, giving up good shots to get great shots. That's the court vision that you saw from Jason Kidd. Having people enthusiastic about a skip pass. Having people excited about a hockey assist. And that becomes contagious, and it makes players around you want to run, want to cut and make plays because they know they're going to get fed if they're open.
Restart bubble that they're having. Paul, what are your expectations for LaMelo versus Lonzo tonight?
Well, LaMelo's going to have more opportunity than Lonzo because Lonzo has other superstars on his team, but I expect LaMelo to put on the show. I mean, this is Big Brother. He's out here to show him, like, look, I'm better than Big Brother now. He's definitely, I think, more talented, but it's always, the little brother always want to show up the Big Brother because they remember them days when Big Brother used to knock him on his butt.
Oh, yo, no doubt. Think about this. You got to think about, you got the young brother who is so cocky. And the old brother's like, you know what? Hold on now. Hold on, rookie. Let me put you in your place. I'm going to show you. I've been in this league for 4 years now. I'm going to show you what I can do. I guarantee you. I'm not going to say I guarantee because I'm not going to be like Charles, but it's going to be a good game. I guarantee it's going to be a good game. That's the only thing I'm guaranteeing.
You're not putting 100,007 points to go along with 9 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 steals, and an impressive win over the Bucks on Saturday. LaMelo Ball has come off the bench in all 20 of his games. Do you think it is time to start him, or do you like the way he's being managed?
No, he should have been started, Rachel. Look, this kid has superstar written all over him. And this wasn't the first time that he's come off the bench and have helped the Charlotte Hornets win the game. He's done it all season long. Don't hold him back. Give him the keys to the Benz. He's ready. He's a game changer. He's ready for the bright lights, and he will be a future superstar. Come on, coach. Give him the keys. He's passed the driver's ed test.
I actually kind of like Charlotte slow playing it here. I mean, part of the reason LaMelo Ball, and by the way, LaMelo Ball is so fun to watch. He is must-watch TV already. There are very few players that have his kind of creativity. He just plays at a different beat than everyone else. But one of the reasons he's been successful is he gets to play against opposing benches. He gets to play when the Hornets are playing small ball with PJ Washington at center or Miles Bridges at center. There's more space on the floor. There's no need to rush this. And by the way, Devontae Graham, he wants to start. Terry Rozier, he wants to start. Gordon Hayward, he's damn well starting. So someone is going to have to take a tough demotion. We get fixated on these things. The bottom line is he's playing great. They're easing him in. He's finishing games when he's on a roll. That's just as important, if not more, than starting games. And this is all just a matter of time. If he keeps playing like this, they're going to edge him up, and he's going to supplant Devontae Graham in the starting lineup. It's just a matter of when. I can't get too worked up about, that it's not happening right now.
No, I really like it, actually. I think it gives him a base layer of confidence. It kind of shows him how to move and do all of these things at an NBA level. And then, yes, of course.
LaMelo is showing us why he's the best ball brother. He had a tough and different path on his journey to get to the NBA, and he's making every moment count. He's special, he has potential, and he's a spectacular passer. Let us know what you think about LaMelo and his debut in the NBA. Thanks for tuning in to watch today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.